So I'm Pierre Bahurel. I'm the Director General of Mercator Ocean International. That is the interested entity for the European Commission implementing the Copernicus marine service.
I am Mauro Facchini. I'm the head in charge of the Copernicus program. The Copernicus program is the Earth observation program managed by the European Union, and we work very closely with Mercator, in particular for marine activities.
So this EU Digital Ocean Pavilion is the pavilion that will be at the UN Ocean Conference in June this year in the south of France in Nice. And this is the third UN Ocean Conference, and there are a series of pavilions, and this one is fully dedicated to the Digital Ocean Pavilion, meaning the demonstration that we can today with digital oceanography, with satellite, with models, deliver an information that is of high value for decision makers that will be there, gather at the UN Ocean Conference.
So the digital pavilion that is presented at that event is indeed an opportunity to showcase what is done in support of this event that is planned in Nice in June. The importance of space and what Copernicus is doing in that respect, but not only, also other observations will be showcased in that pavilion. People will have the chance to have a look in what's happening and to really see and to touch by hand, maybe also some simulation of things that can be provided. From the side of the European Commission, we are very much interested in that, to see, to demonstrate that, and this is the reason why we are paying for that pavilion, because, as I said, it's very important to showcase all these aspects to everyone.
We have started Mercator with the support of the European Commission. We have started delivering ocean forecasts since a while. I mean, it's more than 10 years now. And Copernicus has really been a game changer. Now we are really fully operational. What is at stake now is to explain to decision makers that we are ready to deliver data, knowledge, information services that are really reliable and ready to support their decision for the ocean. When they ask to themselves, what is the situation now, we can explain what is the ocean environment. What is next, we can deliver forecast. What if they take this or that decision, we can also play with this kind of super software to explain that this is something that could build their scenarios, support their decisions, or understand, assess the importance of their decisions. So I would like to demonstrate at this occasion, in this pavilion, that we have already the possibility to deliver, and nothing better than a real demonstration to explain this. But this is really something where we need the space to be supporting this operational flow. We need to make it clear that this is reliable, that this is based on evidence, that this is fully observed, and this is what we have done in Copernicus since a while. And that is moving to this digital twin activity. In
that respect, Copernicus want really to contribute. So Copernicus is a space program. So as a space program, it's based on satellite data. But there are two elements that have to be considered in that respect. First of all, the importance of the final user. And the final user can be from different communities. And here we are speaking about the marine community, where we want to serve based on their requirements. Second, is not just about satellite data, is really making the maximum out of this data. So to process this data, to transform them in information that can be useful to the marine community. When we set up the marine service in Copernicus, we had to decide to whom to delegate that activity. And actually, Mercator was the most appropriate at that moment. I believe it's still the case. So we've been working now for 10 years together, and this is still demonstrating how data from satellites, and clearly also other sources, but mainly from satellite, can generate data that are of use to the community of users, but not only. So as the European Commission, indeed, ourselves, DG DEFIS, we are in charge of the program, but we are dealing, for example, with DG Mare. DG Mare is in charge of all the policies linked to marine, and so in the end also to the policy making. At the same time, we're working also with the DG for research, because also research is at the basis of what we are doing. So all together, we are trying to make the maximum of what we generate today, but also to look to evolution for the future in that respect. And the pavilion will be a way really to show everything that is done in that respect.
Well, a digital twin ocean is a twin of the ocean. I mean, it is the best replica that we can today that we can build today to have an ocean in our hand and to play with this, to do with this assessments that we can or should not do with the real ocean. We can add pollution. We can see the impact on the ecosystem. We can see the evolution of this by time, in space, the three-dimensional, etc. So when Mauro will fight on his daily business to make sure that we will have sentinel satellites that are flying and that are maintained and with the new things, our responsibility is to make it clear that at the end of the value chain, we have someone asking a question about the assessment of this marine area or the drift of this plastic pollution, for instance. We must be able to deliver services and propose some tools for this citizen or these decision makers to play with this and ask questions. What if I throw a plastic bottle here in Nice? What is the trajectory? I can say this. And we build this digital twin ocean to propose these kind of things with, of course, more complex scenarios and to connect this with the best science, the best technology, and with the real observations that are coming from space and from the water column with in-situ observations. So this is not only the space activity, the space capacity that is represented today by Mauro. It's also what the European Commission is doing that is really proposing infrastructures, digital infrastructures, observation infrastructure for the space, for the in-situ observations that is proposing for us something that is safe, secure, reliable, and operational for the digital twin ocean.
We are living in a period where digital is more and more part of our daily life. Words like artificial intelligence, high performance computing, quantum are of common knowledge. Before were just for scientific gigs, and now everyone can have access to this kind of information. And clearly, when we are generating products based on satellite data and other, the use of these capacities is making the final products even more appealing. For example, we can create models, we can create maps, we can create better products using all these data. In the case of a digital twin, the idea is really to create a replica of something that is happening in nature on a digital platform. The digital twin ocean can be one of these, but we can also think about other digitals, for example, about climate on our planet or many other aspects. So I think it would be an interesting way forward to look into that and really to offer that as a capacity to researchers on the first case, but also to a big quantity of users. We have witnessed the fact that it's more and more important, all this topic. At highest level in the European Union, also policymakers, at the level also of the President of the European Commission and so on, we have seen their interest in this topic. So it's very important. So water, oceans, seas are really covering a huge amount of our planet. So we have really to take care of that. It's our seas, it's our oceans, but it is also the Arctic areas and so on. So we have really to protect them, to understand how they work, and clearly they are part of our priorities in that respect for the benefit of our planet and for the benefit of our citizens.
I can add that the Copernicus program is highly recognized at the international level. I can say that this is one of the most respected programs because we have both the operational side of the satellite, but also, and it is the beauty of this program, the thematic added value of the services. And so we have multiple cooperations. Every time Mercator is going outside, and we are building partnership with different marine institutions on different continents, Copernicus is something that is discussed between us because our partners at the international level, they want to play with this. They are using Copernicus. The users of Copernicus Marine are on all continents. And this is a reference to that set. I must also add that what we are doing today with this evolution of the marine services, with the digital twinning, is to connect all the different marine centers, the digital twins that are developed in different continents, different countries, different teams, to build a super digital space where we can navigate and bring together the knowledge and share the knowledge and learn more. And what is proposed by the European Union is exemplary, which is an open space where there is strict regulation that is completely reliable, where there is a governance that is transparent, that is proposed by us with interested entities to implement, with the European Commission to supervise and to guide us and to regulate the things. And I wish we could demonstrate the value of this service at the UN Ocean Conference. I believe there is an expectation.